Hello swimmers and all swimming community. In here again doing another video sharing with you information that is going to make you a better swimmer and understand better technique and everything swimming related. Today we're going to talk about breaststroke. Breaststroke is a very special stroke for me because I grew up being a breaststroker myself, and I think I know a thing or two about breaststroke. I have a coach, a successful breaststroker in the past. I went to 2014 World Short Court Championship in Doha, in Qatar. And yeah, very excited to do this video. I'm gonna be breaking down the webinar from Fit and Faster again. Thank you all the persons working at Fit and Faster, doing this awesome webinar, sharing all this information with us, bringing awesome clinicians. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing my personal opinion, adding some stuff that I would like to add to the presentation, and also going everything, all the notes that I took from the webinar today. Clinicians, Kyria Smith and Austin Sorhoff. Okay, Kyria is a Canadian swimmer, a Canadian Olympic team. She won gold 2015 Pan American Games 200 breaststroke. She won bronze medal in the World Championship 2019, the 400 medley relay. Of course, she is the breaststroker for the Canadian national team. She swam for the University of Minnesota, NCAA champion in 2015 200 breast. She went to Rio Olympic Games. She placed 19th place in the 100 breaststroke with a 106, and 7th place. So she made finals 200 breast Rio, and she swam a 222 long course 200 breaststroke. So here you guys can tell that Kyria is one of the best breaststrokers in the world, making finals at the Olympic Games. The other clinician is Austin Sorhoff. Austin was a swimmer. He swam for the University of Texas with Eddie Reese. He was not a breaststroker. He was more of an IMer, backstroker, freestyler. But when he joined the University of Texas, he right away knew that in order to improve his IM, he had to become a student of the breaststroke itself. He was joining the team with many of the best breaststrokers in the nation. Along him was Coach Brendan Hansen. Brendan Hansen was Olympic swimmer for United States, winning medals at Olympic Games too. So he was there studying the breaststroke, knowing how to improve his breaststroke. He's now a swim coach for Johns Hopkins University in Maryland, and he loves to coach breaststroke right now. I don't know how he do it, but he still swims, and he's not like swimming laps. I mean, I went to research his recent times. 2019, he won long course 50 freestyle 22:87. He's 29 years old, and also 100 freestyle 51:29. Not bad for being a coach. Yeah, so these two clinicians have bring a lot of great information for breaststrokers or people that want to improve breaststroke, like IMers. We all know that IM is very important race to improve, especially you want to make it into college. Having a great IM is going to make you open more doors because you're more versatile, and the coach can easily swim one stroke or the other. So having a very strong 4 strokes is very important for every developed swimmer. So one of the things that caught my attention about Austin not being a breaststroker is like his way of thinking, his mindset is framing something that you're not very good at and make it as an opportunity. So every time you have to improve something, try to find a way to analyze it, to break it down, study it, use it as an opportunity and make it a part of you. Um, like I said before, he was not a breaststroker, and he loves to coach breaststroke because he has studied so much the stroke of breaststroke that he's actually a really, really good coach. A lot of knowledge in the stroke of breaststroke. So became a student of breaststroke. This is one of the things that I keep telling my swimmers on deck. One of the duties, one of the jobs of the swimmer is know more about it. So if you became a student of, this case, breaststroke, you'll find out that there is so many things you have to try in order to figure out which kind of breaststroke is better for you. Find your own breaststroke. It could be the kick, the pull, the head, and the hips. And for me, those are the four main things. Again, kick, pull, head, and hips. Me as a coach, every time I see a swimmer breaststroke, I always take a close look to their hips. The relationship between the head and hips is gonna make you move forward faster in the water. So every movement that you do for breaststroke has to go up and breathing and then go back into the line. Having that line with the head aligned with the hips is gonna make you move faster. So pay close attention to how your hips are related to your head and the gliding specifically, because that's gonna make you swim faster. So kicking. Let's start with the kicking. We saw a video of Kyria on swimming breaststroke, and she is very good at kicking. So ankles to butt, feet outwards, kick backwards, and snap your toes together. Those are the basically 4 steps, 4 stages of the breaststroke kick. Again, ankles to butt, feet outwards, kick backwards, and snap toes together. So basically what you're telling you is, if these are your legs, you're gonna bring your feet to your butt, kick, put your feet out, kick backwards, and snap your feet together. So one of the things that both of the clinicians were emphasizing is not kicking out. Kicking out, and I also have used this a lot when I'm coaching. Most of the breaststroke people that find difficult how to get the breaststroke kick going on for them, they made the mistake to kick outwards and then back. And then what they're creating is a lot of proportion to the wrong direction. You're sending water out instead of back. Again, if you want to go that way, I want to make propulsion this way. Okay? Not out and then here. So it's very important that the speed of the feet in breaststroke. If you try to go a fast breaststroke, you gotta have fast feet. So try to pay close attention the way you're doing your breaststroke kick. Your knees should never be out of your body frame. If your knees are out, as a result, your legs are gonna go out. So you wanna kick back, okay, back. You wanna get a little bit outside, but not too much, okay? Kyria, for example, she describes her kick as a narrow, but she bends a lot her knees. This is the part where most of the swimmers have to pay attention, because let's say these are your knees here, my elbows are your knees, and then you don't want to drop your knees down because that's going to create drag. What you want to do is bringing your toes back to you, to your butt, all right, here. So she bends a lot her knees and then narrow, fast for speed. And this is the kind of breaststroke technique that is more popular in the top swimmers right now. It's not also the power, which is important, but it's also the speed of the feet that is gonna make your entire stroke move faster. Remember, in breaststroke, you cannot recover your arms outside of the water. Yes, you can take your hand or maybe 2 fingers out but it's illegal to bring your elbow outside of the water. So you gotta bring your, this is like the most that you can, let's say I'm doing breaststroke here, will be like this, all right? And I don't recommend that, but if it works better for you, actually works for Kyria. We saw Kyria Smith swimming, and she takes her arms very outside of the water. Again, you have to look for what works better for you. So power and body line efficiency, those are the main two factors in general for breaststroke. The amount of power you can create on the pull, the amount of power you can create on the kick, and how good of a body line you can maintain in order to hold that speed. Okay, so going over the pull part of the breaststroke. So on the notes, turn the thumbs downwards, sweep the arms to the shoulder width, pull the hips forward when the hands are, and then shoot your hands forward basically, okay? So let me go over this. Let me stand here for a second. So what they're saying is put your thumbs down so you can pull out, and then just open to the shoulder part, maybe a little bit out, maybe this is a little bit too close, maybe a little bit out, not too wide. Some swimmers will swim better wide, but we're going to the notes, to the actual information that they share with us here. And then what is important here to try is when you're pulling in, try to bring your hips forward. So if I'm going this way, it will be something like this. Trying to bring your hips forward, and then keep going and shoot your hands fast forward. And this is one of the best advice I can give you today. The speed of the hands forward is gonna make your body reset for the next pull. So if you do this and you spend time here, chances are you're gonna go down and then forward. And then that up and down movement is gonna slow you down. The reason you wanna bring your hips forward is to keep your body moving forward, and then once you get to that point, immediately, fast, hands again forward, so you can move instead of allowing yourself to drop down the water, okay? So think about your hips moving forward, and also another way of thinking for Kyria is thinking about you have a ball here in your chest, and every time you pull, you're gonna smash that ball between your arms. So smash that ball in your arms. Keep your hands moving forward. Never stop here. Keep your hands moving forward. The head. The head in breaststroke is super important. Remember, there is a correlation between head and hips. I told you that before. The body follows your head. That is true. The body follows your head. And let's say you're swimming breaststroke, your eyes should be looking straight down every time you pull. And when you breathe, you don't want to move your head up. If you do that, if you lift your head up, your hips are going down. And that's going to create your body to go to a vertical position. You want to avoid going that vertical position. Remember, you want to move forward. Yes, you have to take a breath, and you have to take that body line again, but you want to make some movement, kind of the butterfly. And there is a good relation between butterfly and breaststroke. I'm going to go over that later. But yes, one of the things you want to avoid in breaststroke is doing this. If you lift your head, your hips are going down. It's very important to take that as one of the tips for your improving in your breaststroke. Hips. So for the hips, I want you guys to YouTube a swimmer named Scott Wells. And in the presentation, Austin bring up the 2012 Olympic trials, and the swimmer Scott Wells was in lane 6. Take a look at that video and take a look at hips when hips swimming, and you will understand how important those hips are in order to keep that nice stroke all over the race, even at the end when you're tired. And remember, let's say we're doing a 200 breaths and you're getting tired at the end, keeping that technique is gonna make you continue to continue the pace, the speed you want to go. So in breaststroke, two things had to happen to keep your speed while you're tired. Number one, high hips. Number two, keep your hands, shoot your hands forward. Hand speed. Hand speed is gonna keep your body back in line. It's gonna keep your body, it's gonna make your hands go back again to the first position to start the pull again. So if you keep those two things working for you when you're getting tired in breaststroke, chances are you're gonna swim awesome fast. Okay. Also, pull out. So for the pull out, the demonstration both of the clinicians did was about after the streamline, they catch the water, very powerful pull, and they finish with your hands on your thigh or your legs. Apart from that, me personally, I would like to add, after you finish here, reducing the length, the amount of space there is between this shoulder and this one. All of this mass is creating drag. So if you tuck your elbows up, there is a reduced amount of space here, from here. So when you catch the water and put your hands over your thigh, very powerful. At the same time, you bring your shoulders up. For the recovery of the hand, instead of going here, you want to go very close to your body to reduce the drag, and then going up, making your stroke. So it's very important, how do you recover after that breaststroke pull out. Okay, for dry land, keeping your legs strong. That's one of the best advice they can give you right now in this time that we're not swimming. Keeping those legs strong, because the major part of the propulsion of the breaststroke comes from the breaststroke kick. So you want to have those legs very strong. Advice, watch the greatest, take notes. Approach to swimming the same way you approach to homework. So this is a great time for you to YouTube your best stroke. Let's say you're a 200 breaststroker. Try to research and make some investigation about how swimmers actually swim in 200 breaststroke. Go to the Olympic Games. That's very exciting videos to see. Take notes. Not every single breaststroke is gonna look the same. Actually, out of the 8 swimmers in the Olympic Games, you have 7 different techniques. So yeah, this basically find out what works better for you. 4 main things in breaststroke: head, hips, pull, and kick. Those are the things that you have to work on. Staying very high in the water. Pull, bringing your hips forward. When you come to this point, keep moving your hands forward. Shoot your hands forward fast. You can think about having 2 fingers out, 2 fingers inside. Maybe you don't have to do that. Maybe you're fine bringing your hands totally on the water. But again, finding what works better for you is gonna determine how fast of a swimmer you can be. So I was lucky enough to have some of the greatest swimmers coming over my training pool when I was a swimmer. I think it was back in 1995 with Seth Van Nerden, national record holder for United States, came down to train a couple of days. And one of the things that got my attention from him is he was doing a distance per stroke drill, which again, I talk about this in last videos about doing the least stroke that you can do across the pool. We're talking about 50-meter pool. Seth Van Nerden, he was a breaststroker himself, and he did a 50-meter pool with only 3 strokes. I saw that blew my mind. He did the pull out at the 25 mark. and it took me 3 strokes to do 25 meter. I mean, he was just holding his stroke almost to a stopping point, but he did it. It's not something that swimmers are gonna use in actually competing, but it tells you that if more than one Olympian is doing that, because there's something about feeling the water and knowing yourself in the amount of power you can generate, that is gonna lead you to have some gains over that. So I want to add this to this video because it's breaststroke related, and yeah, give you another perspective of how top breaststrokers do their drills. So in the presentation, Kyria shared with us some of the drills. Some of the drills that caught my attention is swimming breaststroke with the right arm and left leg and the opposite. So basically is swimming breaststroke, this arm and the opposite leg, like 2 of those, and then 2 of those, and then 2 full strokes. Yeah, another good drill is 3-3-3. But basically, she was explaining that she does 3 small sculls, and then 3 medium sculls, and then 3 large sculls, and then after that she goes for 3 small breaststroke pulls, and then go back again to 3 small sculls, and then 3 medium-sized sculls, and then 3 large sculls. After that, she goes back again to swim breaststroke, but this time it's medium-sized pulls. Medium-sized breaststroke pulls, 3, and then 3 small sculls, 3 medium-sized sculls, 3 large sculls, and then finally 3 big pulls. Okay, the reason she likes that drill is because makes her feel whatever is working better for her. Again, a lot of experimentation, a lot of tries. Maybe you feel better with the medium-sized one, or maybe tomorrow you feel better with the large one. But you have to find out why and which one is better. Feeling the water, feeling the speed, feeling whatever works better for you. So that's a good drill from Kyria. In the case of Austin, he was sharing progression drills he likes to do with dolphin kicks and breaststroke pulls. He likes to start with mini dolphins, mini pulls, and then fist close breaststroke pull with dolphin kick, and then regular breaststroke pull with dolphin kick, and then breaststroke with flutter kick, which is more difficult to achieve because you don't have the same undulation. But one of the things that caught my attention, and Austin was telling with us that shoulders to hips, breaststroke and butterfly are the same. So think about that when you go to the water. Shoulders to hips, breast and fly are the same. So whatever you're doing in breaststroke drills with the pull, your body moving forward is the same movement you want to do in butterfly. And yeah, 2 dolphins and 2 swim. So basically, having that relationship between butterfly and breaststroke is also a good idea to practice. So this is all for this video. So if you have any questions, comment down below. Remember to subscribe. I'm gonna keep posting more videos for you guys. And yeah, take care, stay safe. See you soon. Bye.